On the floor for that one. Here's where they will fall. Very good.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. They've broken through a gate. Here they come.
That hurt. Ouchie. And down it goes.
Yo, what's going on? We're playing this on endless, but I'm gonna do a rift only kind of thing once we get both sides opened up. Let's see.
No better spot than here.
All right.
This should work.
Do
One of these here.
that. Let's do that.
Yes, I'm ready.
More enemies on the way.
Yeah, the idea is to kate around the rift room and only fight up in the rift room, but I need a little bit more money to be able to kill blocks that's worth fighting up there. So
They've breached another door.
A vile creature. Dead.
there we go.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
I think this wave, this lane, I guess, opens on 2 and 3, and then they both open on 4. This one's for the next 2 waves will be in this gate. And it helps us kind of speed up this whole process of getting things dead. Things dead. Let's do this.
Perhaps one of these.
Okay.
More enemies on the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 4 opens both. And then one of the other things we want to do is take a look at what wave what comes out on. I was playing earlier today by my, not by myself, well, I guess so, but just not on stream. And I was working on or looking at getting
Another threat vanquished.
getting some other videos made, or at least doing a rift room type thing set up not very good with words here at the beginning of this stream. But yeah, like a rift room only kind of setup. That barricade took damage from something, and I don't know what. Maybe the archers. The archers are really a problem in this one, with the barricades around the rift, because they'll stand at the bottom, or they'll stand at the stairs and shoot up above the stairs. But if as you're standing behind the barricades, which you need them to make this work, it becomes a big problem. They'll start hitting the barricades. All right.
An excellent location.
Got that. Do this.
That is a floor trap.
Okay. Start with tar, go brim.
No better spot than here.
Okay.
Yes.
Because if you stand up here, what they do is they will stand here and they'll see you and they'll shoot you, but they'll hit the barricade. And then if you stand here, what they'll do is they'll go to like the top stair, they'll shoot at you, but like hit the barricade. So no matter what, it's kind of hard to deal with the archers.
Ow!
Just the regular archers, not even TNT archers or any of that. But I think this barricade setup is going to be pretty self-sufficient with... Oh, did I change the saw blades? I don't know if I changed the saw blades. I may actually have to redo it if I didn't change them. I tried the explosion saw blades, and they're just not good. Instead of brimstone, I also thought about doing flip traps. I think that would be pretty useful, but not useful enough, I think.
Be gone.
The barricade is under attack.
Yeah, there's the barricade under attack. There's the orc archer. So we'll get rid of them.
Away with you.
Okay.
No ring. Perhaps one of these. Here's where they will fall.
I'm gonna run that. Do we run this way?
This should work.
No, I think we do electrocution damage.
Let's have fun.
Yeah, the saw blades with explosion really aren't great, but I think the bleed really helps a lot. Especially because we have the wall chargers. Those will do a lot. And those, the stun and the electrocuted enemies that die,
That hurt.
extra damage or an area of effect damage kind of thing, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, I just wanted to run through a handful of the endless maps. We're going to do this one. We're going to do basement. We're going to do great room. I don't know if there's another one or not that I was gonna do. I don't remember. But those are the ones I was thinking of at least doing. Rift room style.
Who's next?
Rift room style shenanigans.
Perfection.
Oh, they are still explosion. All right, I'm gonna switch them out with bleed, and we'll start that again. Okay, now I think the only two maps that this will be not possible on is Aqueducts and
One of these here. All right, let's play.
Aqueducts and Coliseum. I think are the two that it won't be possible to have like just a rift room sort of build.
Enemies are preparing to breach one of our gates. The door is down.
Just because the area in Aqueducts is just way too small.
Here they come.
Get them to stop moving. Basement's tough. It requires a lot of focus, but this one's probably not so bad. Once you build it up a little bit, I mean a little bit helps. But in the basement, in the rift room area, you can't place ceiling traps, and you can't really place wall traps either, so it's nothing but floor traps. Bradley, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while.
Fall, foul beasts. Who's next? Prepared as always.
More enemies on the way.
Perfection. Here's where they will fall.
The enemy army is attacking on another front. They've breached another door.
Yeah, okay. It's all good. I'm trying to be able to say that I'm working.
Another threat.
Soon, probably. I got a call. I got another call today for another person. I don't know who they are. There's some. I think they're a recruiting agency that have a position available, but I don't know. They're just not paying as much as I would like, and it's also not the kind of job I really want. I could do it, but looking for something a little bit. I don't know. A little bit more fulfilling, I guess, than what they offered. Knockers 283. How are you? I am doing fine, actually. I'm doing fine. We are doing a... Put this up here. It doesn't really matter. Just won't affect kobolds, but I don't think there's kobolds in this wave. We're doing a rift room challenge for Endless. The first couple of waves, I'm just making enough money to build a bit of a barricade setup for that. Theoretically, I could probably beat the first 3 waves without any traps at all if I really needed to, but I wouldn't get any combos, so I wouldn't get as much money for later on. On console, no, just Steam. I don't actually own any consoles. The last console I had was a GameCube. That was my brother's. The last console I actually had was Nintendo 64. A long time ago. Alright, popping out here to do a little bit of damage. Yeah, the bleed blades are so much better than the explosion blades. Mael, you guys are all showing up. I thought that I probably wouldn't have anybody for at least a couple hours. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
No better spot than here.
Okay, we're gonna do... You know, I kind of want to build something else there, but no, we'll just do that.
the floor.
Okay.
An excellent location. I'm ready.
All right. And
Enemies on the way.
here we're going to be resting a lot because the orc archers, if I stand here, the orc archers will stand right here and start shooting at me. And they'll hit the barricades. Even if I stand on top of the rift, they'll hit the barricades, so I have to be untargetable. How long have I been playing? I played a lot of Unchained, but I didn't know about the Orcs franchise before Unchained officially released. But as far as Orcs Must Die 3, I've been playing since it came out, since day one, I think. I don't know if it's day one exactly, but it was pretty early on.
You won't get past me.
Okay, we gotta take care of those and then rest again. Playing Gladius on the GameCube. The only games that we had on the GameCube was Super Smash Bros. We had it on N64 as well.
Finish them off.
But the Super Smash Bros. And there was a some kind of Lord of the Rings game that we had.
Stay back, please.
The Earth Lord.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
He did not take enough damage. Okay. Just trying to conserve our mana a little bit, fighting these guys. There we go.
For the order.
Okay. And here, going to push those traps. There we go.
Should be fun. Ow.
More enemies on the way.
I mean, these we get this kind of built out so we can semi-automate this area, and then we can just take care of sappers and fire guys as they appear. It might be a little difficult to stay alive because there's really not a lot of places I can go without being attacked. But at least they won't hit the barricade. Now I don't know what rounds they come out at. I've updated the wiki with some of the other levels for the rounds that explosive guys come out. But I don't know about this one yet. I haven't actually beaten this. This on Rift Room style kill box thing.
A vile creature. Dead.
I thought about doing arcane butterflies, but these wall pieces are only too tall, and most of them are going to have the spike wall to fling enemies back, and it knocks over the very heavy enemies like the ogres and stuff. And while they're knocked back, they're prone, which means to take double damage from the saw blades. And that's the combination I'm going with. The rest of the damage is just there for being there, I guess. No, not having wall traps or ceiling traps, bit of a, it's not really a problem, but it means we may have to be more active than we otherwise would.
Ow.
Okay, looks like we're good so far. I don't see any. Okay, there's an archer. The other, so this one is longer lasting. The confusion lasts longer. The other one is it does arcane damage as well as confuses. It's honestly better in my opinion because it does damage as well, right?
Won't be the last.
And I don't know, the pathing in this game just feels a little bit weird sometimes for the enemies do. Nope. Okay. And this saw blade is going to do a lot of work because all the enemies are going to be, stuck in this corridor, and this saw blade is just going to bounce right through them all, shred them to pieces. Just got to make sure that we get to a place where we don't need Don't need too much else going on, so we can hang out by the entrances. And bring up a notepad for when explosive guys come out, so I can take note of it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that saw blade. Just cruising through the enemies. Now, as far as the arcane damage is concerned, arcane does, it quote-unquote debuffs. The way it's written is that enemies that have the arcane effect on them, I guess, they take extra damage from elemental sources. However, that's not entirely true, because they also take extra damage from arcane itself. But it's only a flat amount. It's not like a percentage kind of thing. And I have reason to believe that it's only one trigger of that element. So, for example, if you have see, I needed to push this over one, right? Yeah. I actually wanted to push this over twice. Because if I put in this corner, I don't think ogres are going to be able to run through this area. You kind of have to leave it somewhat open. I kind of wish Arcane got rid of resistances. How, like, Fire Fiends don't take any fire damage. If Arcane, like, remove that resistance from them for, like, a short duration, I think it would add value to Arcane itself. Instead of having minions take, quote-unquote, extra elemental damage. Yeah, I think this kill box will work pretty well. It's not too expensive either. Yeah, so as far as the extra elemental damage, I think it's just per tick. So if you were to have somebody affected by Arcane and they walked into the fire pillar, for example, the fire laser, the initial damage they take from the fire laser, like the first tick, would be extra damage, but the rest of it would just be normal. So it's not like a consistent extra damage thing. It's just on the next amount of elemental damage they take a little bit of bonus. Okay, so far so good. With everyone dying. Yeah, okay. I will say, as far as explosive guys and barricade destroyers go, Great Rooms is it's the first endless map, and it's also like the second story mode map, and it is pretty ruthless when it comes to throwing barricade destroyers at you. No, we'll go with this. We'll do butterflies up top. Okay.
Let's begin.
Might move that barricade over one.
More enemies on the way.
I think the first explosive guys that come out are Kobold Sappers, and I'm pretty sure they come out from the bottom gate. I could be wrong. It could be a fire elemental. Oh, TNT Archer. Okay. Just one. Okay, so wave 8. Here. Two TNT archers. Okay.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
And looks like our kill box is fine still.
And down it goes.
I might put Brem down at the bottom of that staircase as well. Endless. It's my favorite mode. I have completed a lot of the story mode stuff, and I have a lot of that on my YouTube channel.
Not sorry to see
I think it's called Egan's Adventure. I think I did that with the Jurassic DLC campaign. I just created a new account and played through that. Don't quote me on that. But yes, it certainly is my favorite game mode. Okay. See, that's...
a lesson for
Yeah.
the rest.
The spike wall is really good for taking care of some of the big guys. But I think I'm going to get rid of this spike wall, maybe.
They
Um...
not pass.
And I can do. Yeah, I thought about doing this, but I don't know if how much it's going to be affected by that. That wall trap. We'll do that. Okay. Well, look at the Cades here.
This should work.
Problem is, if I put this Cade here, they can't walk through? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know if they can walk through that. But since we're live streaming, I'm not going to test it. That will probably make us lose. And we can't do that, obviously, because that cuts that corner as well. So we kind of have to stick with that
No better spot
and then leave
than
this open. And that's kind of the path that they're going to travel.
here. An excellent location.
So we'll just stagger the floor traps. And I think we're just going to go staggering the floor traps first, and then we'll take care of the wall. And then we'll call it good.
Once more into the breach.
Because getting a lot of tar down
More enemies on the
is
way.
it's pretty important. Yeah, one of the things I like about Endless is, okay, so we've got one fire elemental at the very beginning of round 9. But one of the things I love about Endless is when you look at the stat screen, you get to see how much damage you've done and stuff like that. And you can lose on wave 1, so I use Endless to find things out about the game. We'll see if there's more than just one fire elemental. And we'll find out the hard way, I think. And in fact, we can just probably come up here and hang out for a second. I don't imagine anything's going to get through.
Well, that was a challenge. That won't be the last.
A lot of Earth Lords. As a matter of fact, we're going to come back over here.
That hurt.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. And TNT Archer. So this map is probably going to throw a lot of barricade destroyers at us as well. What it looks like.
A vile creature, dead.
Those saw blades. Oh, another one, huh? At the end of the wave, yeah. The last one did that as well. The Great Room. They kind of threw fire elementals at the beginning and the end of the wave, kind of thing. Okay.
worthy foe.
Okay.
More enemies on the way.
One of these here.
Okay. Wave 10. Top gate. We're gonna kill Moneybags here. I don't want him trying to go through the stuff yet. Okay, we got another TNT Archer on the bottom gate, right? No, just the one on the top gate still. Okay, no fire elementals yet.
Down it goes.
Another TNT Archer, top gate. These guys I'm not too worried about. It's the fire elementals specifically that I'm worried about, and sappers, I guess. Sappers do come out here. Because those are the ones you actually have to go out of your way to take care of, or else they're going to take care of your barricades for you. They're going to help you lose.
A vile creature, dead.
But I suppose it might be nice to know. No grenadiers as well. You want to get a good placement on this map. You get a lay down here, and gnolls won't target you because they don't know how to path to you. So they'll actually go straight to the rift if you camp out here.
Another threat vanquished. That won't be the last. We win again.
This is turning out a little bit easier than I expected. We're really not making it very far.
Good.
Okay. 4 traps are done.
More enemies on the way.
I'm also pretty confident that fire elementals never come out of the bottom gate. Just sappers. So some sailing lasers would do good work to sappers, and then you can kill blocks after the like the beginning portion of it. After the sappers blow up, you can kill blocks with barricades there pretty safely. Oh, I stand corrected. I stand corrected indeed.
Away with you.
Okay. So wave 11 has on fire elemental
See that one gone.
bottom gate.
Well, that was a challenge.
I have to change that. I remember that being a thing.
That won't be the last.
Another fire elemental, and I really don't want to get that TNT Archer involved. Okay. Well, the TNT Archer didn't hurt the barricades, so that's good. And we lost a couple of lives. That's unfortunate. Probably Earth Elementals, if I had to guess. Okay. Okay, first. Last wave. Okay.
That was invigorating.
Indeed.
This should work. Ready to fight. Ow.
More enemies on the way.
Anonym. How am I? I'm doing good. Everybody asks that, but yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Doing fine. How are you doing?
When do we eat?
Everybody do the drop. the Cygnus dance move. The heart attack. Good, good. That's good to hear.
Another threat vanquished.
We are, if you're just joining us, we are, I'm going to run through 3 or maybe 4 different levels where we're going to only have a kill box around the rift itself and nowhere else. So this is one of those levels. Not tested it, so I don't know how easy this one is, but the rest of them are doable. I will say the basement is pretty rough, but I have some ideas on how to make it easier. I need to go for some minutes. Alright, I will see you when you get back. We'll be streaming for quite a while, I think. At least 3 or 4 endless maps, like I said, and probably do a little bit of work on the wiki page, so that's going to take a little bit of time as well.
Who's next?
Okay.
A worthy foe.
And so far, nobody else has gotten through the rift. I think this one may have more explosive guys than in Great Room.
A vile
It might be the most explosive barricade destroying endless map there is. It's like almost every wave there is something.
and down it goes. Messy, but effective. Well, that is a challenge.
It would have been cool if they would have called the saw blade stuff there, the shredder. What a cool name for a trap, am I right? Okay, and then that goes there.
Sorry to see
Okay,
that one gone.
right, this goes
No
there.
better spot than here.
Wonderful.
More enemies on the way.
Now that would have been wave 8 repeated, so now we're going to look at wave 9 repeated, where we're going to see oops, a fire elemental. No, maybe not. Oh, we see sappers. Okay.
I shall return.
We see sappers on both sides. Okay. Crap and crap. No, it's a TNT archer. Alright, alright, alright. No, don't. Ah, okay.
Made a mistake. Remember me?
Indeed. Is it more TNT archers, though? Or is it more sappers? It's more TNT archers.
Threat vanquished.
Okay. So we've got 3 TNT archers, bottom and top. And we've got 3 sappers, bottom and top. Man, they're throwing everything at you.
A worthy
5 TNT archers, bottom. And we've got
down it goes.
like, hey, I heard you like explosions, so we got some explosions for your explosions. Yikes. And welcome back, Anon. Anonym? Anonym?
Here's where they will fall.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably do that there. And I think that's it. That's all of our traps. I just gotta defend the rift.
More enemies on the way.
It's like more sappers. Three top.
Are we?
Up, one TNT, sure, bottom.
Not sorry to see that one gone. Not exactly tidy.
I really don't like hunters.
Who's sorting out the pieces?
Okay, at least two of them then. TNT archers, that is, out of the bottom gate. The magic things on the wall.
Who's next?
Magic things on the wall. Hang on, we've got some sappers incoming. Okay, got another TNT archer on top.
A vile creature.
Three sappers on bottom. At least one TNT archer on top.
Well, that's a challenge.
Are you talking around the kill box? Yeah, the butterfly window, sure. More sappers. Let's get rid of these guys. Yes, the... Oh, they're dynamite archers. Yeah, okay. Those are sappers. Stop. There we go. Okay. What do? They will confuse enemies that are in front of that are nearby them. They actually have a fairly wide range of effect. So we've got 6, and then we've got 5 TNT archers on top. So for example, you can see here the blue square. Everything inside the blue square gets affected by it whenever it triggers, or at least one thing. I'm not sure if it affects more than one thing or just one entity. But what they'll do is they'll walk into it and get confused. The 2 upgrades for it are it does arcane damage over time, or it does longer duration of confusion. The cool thing about it though is out of all the enemies there are in the game, none of them are more than 3 squares tall. However, if you put this on the 4th square, which you can see I have that, I have it on the 4th square up there. It's on the 4th square above because because very heavy enemies like the ogres and trolls, they will actually get affected by it because its range is 3 squares, or is an extra square down. Okay, got it down there. So you've got T archer. At least 2 of them.
I'm not cleaning that.
Bottom, 1 of them top.
That won't be the last.
It lost 2 hit points, I think, due to, well, I hadn't finished my kill box yet. And I think what happened was an earth elemental or an earth lord, when they break, they're like Russian dolls where they break into 2 smaller earth elementals, and then the earth elementals, when they die, they break into earthlings, and earthlings are pretty fast. So I think what happened was they were going through the kill box and they just broke apart and then broke apart again, and 2 of the earthlings got through. But I'm not certain. I didn't actually see what happened, but most likely that's what happened. So we got 3 TNT archers on bottom, 1 TNT archer on top. Okay.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Or dynamite archer, as they are also called. This is, however, the cheapest kill box I think I've ever built.
Who's next?
For around the rift sort of thing. We're gonna see if this survives 25 waves. Oh boy, this is a bit of a Okay, we'll take out this guy first then. 2 fire elementals. Okay. We're probably going to have more of those at the end of the wave, I'm assuming. I love kill boxes. It's kind of the point of the game. Well, I mean, I guess that's not the point of the game. You play however you want, but that's one of the things about the game that's really great is the ability to build a kill box. You know, optimize traps, that sort of thing. Route enemies. It's one of the pinnacles. I think it was a lot more prevalent in the Unchained version. Well, even then, not so much, because you still had like fire ogres and stuff that would do damage to barricades. But it's always nice to know that everything's going to die together and you don't have to really worry about it too much. So we had 1 TNT archer bottom. Archer bottom. 1 top. 2 top.
Well, that was a challenge.
Okay, so far we haven't seen any other fire elementals this round. I'm going to assume we might see them at the very end of this trail of enemies. Hope not. Yeah, there it is. 2 of them? Yeah, 2 of them.
I must heal.
Crap.
How can I die? Guess who's back? Ow!
Okay. So 1 barricade got hit. Alright. On 1080p 60, is that good? Yeah, I mean, that's the highest that I can possibly play the game at, so that's good, yeah.
Are we?
I don't know, does this wall here count? I think it counts. I think I need a little bit extra help here, for those firelings and stuff. Which, you know, if they destroy this cade here, or any of these front cades, we're still okay. It's if they destroy these back cades, then we're gonna have some problems. Now I thought about double cading here in the front and just having everything enter in through the side, but having that extra long piece of corridor, I think really helps the kill box take shape.
Ow!
Okay. Fire guys yet, so that's good.
A worthy foe. Goodness me! Who's sorting out the pieces?
Okay. Yes, better with that. Good. You can see better with that, yeah. I'm assuming that's a YouTube setting that you can change to see it at that resolution. And when you watch videos, you can do that after they get uploaded. Okay. So far we got 3, 4 bottom. 14 T archers bottom. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just taking note of everything that can destroy barricades and what round they come out at for the wiki page. Yes, it is, yeah. I know whenever they automate that or have it, you know, automatically select, it doesn't always select the best quality. And I don't know why. Okay, so this one isn't so bad. Wave 17. Wave 8, wave 12. 15 and 17 are all just TNT Archer waves. All the other ones followed like a 5-wave pattern. I don't see the pattern here yet. 16 people. 16 people are watching? Holy crap. That's pretty crazy. That's maybe the most I've ever had in a live stream. I saw the after stream numbers. It was quite a bit, which is good. You know, not a lot of people stream this game, and by not a lot, I mean hardly anyone, I think. That's good. I thought about including this floor space down here as part of the kill box, but I think that'd just be too easy with the saw blades and all that. If you are watching the stream and you haven't before, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy videos and all that. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, guys. You don't have to do that. You don't have to attack me. It's okay. I should be using a melee weapon, I think, here. Come on, move. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got that out of the way. Took all my mana. So at least... Jeez, these waves, man. 2 FE...
I'll never get that out of my ropes. Messy, but effective.
Deserve all the people. I appreciate that. 2 more. Okay. Hopefully we don't get backstabbed by anything.
That won't be the line.
We can destroy the firelings. There we go. Okay, and we're safe.
A vile
Good.
creature.
Good. So we've got 4 of those that appear in bot lane. One of the 4 who like the live stream. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like.
Who's sorting out the pieces?
I don't know if it helps the algorithm for me or not, but you know, when I look at Orcs Must Die 3 videos, I just go in and I search Orcs Must Die 3 on YouTube, and then I filter by upload date, and I look at people who have uploaded things recently. Is there a lot of skins? Is there a list of skins on the wiki? Yeah, let me bring that up for you. I'll show you what's on there. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. No, I'm kidding. You get the reference, that's cool, but if you go into the wiki page, I think in the description below, you'll see this. You just click here while we let that ogre die behind us. And if you click in Spellbook and you go to Heroes, you'll be able to check out any of the heroes. I don't have all the skins for them, but there are some skins. For example, Kelsey, you have one of her skins here. And then you've got Gabriella's skin, this one here, and then you've got Egan's skin, this one here. I don't have like access to any like the game files or whatever, so I don't have the official legitimate stuff, but that is some of the stuff I found online. Said war scenario weapon, the dwarf thrower. As a suggestion for them to throw dwarves. That'd be pretty funny.
Well, that was a challenge.
It'd be cool if you could like throw your ally. If you play like multiplayer and you like pick up your ally and throw them, that'd be pretty neat. Get them to the other side of the map quickly. If it was even necessary. But that'd be pretty fun to do. One person can mount it and the other person can jump into the back of it. So far we got 1 TNT Archer bottom and 1 top.
Well, that was a challenge.
Yeah, I probably should have brought the sword, the main sword, the double-edged sword, I think, because the right mouse button like pushes enemies away, so you can easily get in to like take down a specific target.
Another threat.
Probably should have done that instead of bringing the trap reset trinket with the cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction's nice, but these fire elementals are going to be pain. We're not even close yet. What are the pink or purple walls. Oh, I think you're talking about these. Those. Oh, get out of here, you dumb enemies. Where the orcs come. Yeah, those are, those are the spawn gates. You can't, like, those are barriers that you can't go any farther through. There we go. Okay. It's like the orcs will spawn on the other side of it, and you can't go past it. You can still hit things behind it with like your auto attacks and like the saw blades, for example. They're projectiles. They'll hit things on the other side of it, but your character cannot pass that point, and you can't place traps past that point either.
That won't be the last.
Okay, that was a pretty easy wave. Not a lot going on there.
A vile creature, dead.
More enemies on the way.
Okay. Wave 20. Is this a hectic wave? Probably not. 8 gnolls. You like my kill boxes? Appreciate that. I had to think this one out a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. All right, we get sappers and a TNT archer bottom. Okay. We're gonna hopefully be able to hit them through that. Crap.
I return from the dead.
Okay, now we gotta run up here. And if you heard that bird outside, it's a blue jay. It's pretty loud, actually, and I didn't think that was true until... Okay, let's, yeah, there we go. Okay.
Who's next?
Yikes. Alright, we're fine so far. So we've got 4 sappers and TNT archers. So I don't think we're gonna see I don't think we're gonna see fire elementals on this wave.
That out of my robes.
So we've got 4 sappers on both. We're probably going to see
Another threat vanquished.
4 TNT archers top. We've so far seen 3, and we've seen 5 bottom. Mr. Moneybags, yes, he is a... In a lot of tower defense games, they have a sort of like a ghost type enemy that goes through your defenses, and it's just there to test your defenses, right? So they're usually really beefy. Sometimes they can't be killed at all, and it's just, you know, to test your defenses. And it goes through, and at the end of it, you don't lose any life or whatever. It doesn't actually do anything to you. Mr. Moneybags is that sort of idea. When you kill him, though, you get 500 coin. He drops a coin worth 500, but he's a very tanky person. He doesn't take any rift points if he makes it through. He's technically a boss. The way bosses are classified, he's the boss, but he doesn't take any rift points at all. And he's an ogre, so he takes bonus damage from headshots. Okay, now if that was similar to wave 13, then we're gonna have sappers. Maybe sappers again? Oh yeah, look at that. Sappers again. Oh crap. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I swear, sometimes we'll quickly regenerate at the fountain, and then we'll run over here and kind of rest here for a second till we see the rest of the sappers come out. So that was wave 14 again, at 21. So they are repeating, but they're taking a lot longer to repeat. And that means we're going to have a lot of sappers coming out of the bottom lane. So far, 2 TNT archers from the bottom lane. It does, yeah. Hey, I didn't make it, all right? It sits there. Now, it is one of the things that's cool about this is with max, you can double jump. You can actually double jump on top of this, and then you can jump over to the pipes over on the other side. Which is a really good place to hang out for this if you're not playing Cygnus and you can't, like, you know, rest like I'm resting here. Okay, it's gonna be tricky. Tank, get them all. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Okay. Need to make sure we don't. When we do that, we need to make sure we don't trigger any of the TNT archers to attack us. So we had, looks like 4 TNT archers so far, and maybe 4 bottom. I don't know. Can you show it to you? Yeah, I can. After this is over, I'll play max and double jump up there. Sure. It doesn't really give you anything. It's just a place to stand where you're not going to be targeted. I think unless the archers run up here, they'll probably target you, but I'm not certain of that. Okay. Still more sappers. Oh my. Yeah, so it was 6 last time. 2 waves of 3. Now we've got 2 waves of 4. Okay. And now everything runs faster to include the sappers. Okay, there we go. I got 8 sappers total from the bottom. I'm not counting the TNT archers. I don't know how many. Archers? What do they look like? Let's see. Do I have that? Let's see here. I think I have archers on here. Orc archers. Yeah, they look like this. The TNT archers are these yellow ones, and the regular archers are the green ones.
More enemies on the way.
This is the regular archer thing, and then the TNT archers are dynamite archer. They look like this. Before you start the game, you can click the letter B for your to pick your traps and stuff that you're going to use for that round. And when you do that, you can see the archer like icon and like enemy icons, along with some enemy tooltip stuff as well, in that menu. You got at least 1 TNT archer bottom, 2 on top.
Another threat vanquished.
Okay, 3 bottom. Got another 2. I think it is somewhat accurate, but TNT archers don't matter as much as the other guys.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Okay. No fire elementals yet either.
That won't be the last. Not exactly tidy, but oh well.
Streaming YouTube and I used to. Up until like last week, I decided I wasn't going to stream on Twitch anymore.
Vile creature.
It's just not really worth it, and I imagine that it also probably hurts my upload a little bit. So it may be a reduction in quality for viewers if I stream on both.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly where the next one's going to have fire elementals on the top gate.
Who's next?
Just 4 of them, so the very beginning, the very end.
A worthy foe. A lesson for the rest.
Which means we want to come over here and hang out until we see him. Also, I will mention that your stone staff, it does have a range. The range does not affect anything past the purple wall there. Okay. So what we want is these fire elementals to start making it through. Like this. Okay, unfortunately I need to heal up a little bit.
Ow.
So hopefully we heal up enough and not attract the presence of gnolls, or at least if we do, be able to
Fall, foul beast.
take them out. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. That does that, and then we just wait for the end of the round. Want to say too much? No, you're fine, dude. I'd rather have an audience that's engaged than not engaged, you know? Then I'd be a little concerned. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have this wave 23. So we're gonna have 6 fire elementals going through the top gate, and 2 TNT archers from bottom, and apparently 2 on top. Oh, we already have 2 on top, so 4 on top maybe.
Sorry to see
I don't know.
that one gone.
3 on top? Oh, that'd be 4 on top. If it's going to continue doing what it's been doing. Okay. So the very end of the wave is when the other 3 will come out.
Who's
We
sorting
might be
out
able
the
to handle that.
pieces?
Yeah, there's another TNT archer up there, so at least 3. So we're gonna put 3 instead.
A worthy foe.
Okay, no archers in the cades. One of the other things I could do with the fire elementals is actually let them go through the kill box and try and facilitate them going through the entire thing. And then once they get to the very end, of course, the enemies, you know, they'll be in that area. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. Oh, I used too much mana. That's not good.
The barricade is under attack.
I'm
Okay.
low on mana.
Destroy the barricade.
Okay, just destroyed that barricade. That's okay. We can deal with that.
Are we?
Body parts and orcs, yeah. I think there's actually a setting to make it more bloody or gruesome or something. I'm pretty sure it's turned on. Unfortunately, the options, settings in the options always default when you restart the game. A known bug of theirs. Okay, so that's, yeah, is that one. So we're gonna have, next wave is just gonna be TNT archers, and in the wave after that, we're going to have same amount of fire elementals, but they're going to be on the bottom lane instead of the top lane. So this way we can kind of chill and hang out. So probably 6 from the bottom and then 4 on top.
Threat vanquished.
And then we're going to have a 5. I'm estimating.
That won't be the last.
6 fire elementals and 2 TNT archers.
More enemies on the way.
Okay. Well, so this round's gonna be easy. Next round, we'll have some struggles with, I guess. Fight our way through it, but make it. It's certainly, in my opinion, one of the more deadly endless maps. When it comes to the things that want to kill you and how much damage you do and explosions and all that. I do play on a PC, not a laptop. Correct. Correct. GeForce RTX 2080. Got it, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think. 2 years ago. 1 year ago, maybe? 1 or 2 years ago. Whenever the 2080 came out, it was... Although I don't think it was as soon as it came out. I think they had made a couple of other renditions after that. But, yeah. Well, I used to play on a laptop. As a matter of fact, the Unchained videos I have, that was all done on laptop.
Creature.
And I had that laptop for like 7 years. I played everything on that. But I donated that laptop, and once I got this desktop that I use now. Yeah, I bought my laptop
I'm sorry to see that one gone.
back in 2014.
A worthy
Yeah, I think towards the end of 2014 is when I bought the laptop that I had until like a year or two ago.
who's next? Well, that
And it's still working, as far as I know. I just don't use it anymore. Somebody else does. Alright. Relaxing wave. Calm before the storm. Here we go. Just try not to die.
a vile creature, dead.
More enemies on the way! We are smarter now!
Here they come around the corner.
I got knocked down, but I
Fell
get
down. I
up
thought I
again.
jumped.
Here and ready to
Okay.
fight.
Let's go and try and take care of them.
Is anyone going to charge, Bob?
Oh, one got through. Ah!
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Your friends were!
No! Come back! Okay.
I return at your hour of need. Ouchie.
That's okay. At least it's not the other barricade. On the other side. Oh, TNT Archer. Okay. Alright, survive that. Oh boy. The thing on the 0 is what's called a trap reset trinket. It will reset all of your traps that are on cooldown. It has 2 unique upgrades. One is to passively reduce... Nope, come on. Nope, nope, nope. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna have to run up here real quick and run back here real quick.
A temporary setback.
Die, apparently.
Let's
Great.
try that again.
But they've destroyed the barricade!
Okay, and we made it. We made it through 25.
Won't be
Yeah, what it
hard.
does when you cast it, it resets all of your trap cooldowns. Really good for getting combos when you need a handful of traps to work. Oh, like what? All right, here we're gonna lose, so we can play the next level. But yeah, one of the things it does is lower cooldowns for traps by 1 second. So for example, the wall charger, I think it has like a 12-second cooldown after it activates, and this reduces it down to 11 seconds, kind of thing. Just reduces it by a second. But when you have a bunch of traps, that can really help a little bit. And then the other one is a barricade heal, so you can cast it and your barricades will all heal to full.
GG, no re.
They do not reset, however, archers, because archers will have like a little base. You'll have to sell the archers, replace them in order for the archers to come back. But all right, that was close quarters. And so we are going to put all that information into the wiki real quick. And you can see me doing that here. 25 waves is 5 skulls. If you do 20 to 25, meaning you lose or die anywhere between 21 and 25, I should say, you get 4 skulls for completing 20 waves. And then you get 3 skulls for completing 15 waves, 2 skulls for completing 10 waves, 1 skull for completing 5 waves. So technically you've beaten it after you've beaten wave 25. And that gives you your 5 skulls. Oh, I wonder if this is possible. Oh yeah, these two I'm not sure if it's going to be possible for rift room killing. I've done switchbacks. My switchbacks video that's on YouTube right now is actually rift room killing only. So I've done coastal hallways already. We're gonna do great room, and we're gonna do the basement. Yeah, we've already done side entrance. We did that yesterday. Yeah, you want to die in wave 26. That means you've completed or you've beaten wave 25. And that gives you your 5 skulls. Skulls are for unlocking traps and heroes. So when you go into your spell book, you spend them on upgrades and you unlock weapons, traps, and trinkets using skulls. Some of them you unlock as you play or progress. They give you traps for free as you progress, but for upgrading and for purchasing traps, they cost skulls, which also happens to be in the wiki. All of the costs associated. Actually, I don't have... I need to go down to content. I do not have the new stuff. I don't remember if it costs money or not. For example, I think Snowblower you have to purchase. Oh, it unlocks after a certain map. And then it costs 6 skulls to get the fire damage upgrade, and it costs 6 skulls to get the increased freeze duration upgrade. So that's what you use skulls for, to improve your traps and buy new traps that you don't unlock in the base game. Alright, I'm not looking to struggle too much, so we're going to go into a great room, and I'm going to pull up the map there. If you open the wiki, like YouTube. No, don't worry about it. I don't mind, talking about it. It's good to know what kind of questions people have, so when I go through the wiki, it's, if you have questions about what I suggested, I can, try and, change the information in the wiki to better facilitate the information that's on there. Make it easier to digest or whatever. Okay, yeah, this one's got quite a few things in it as well. But the way the room is made out, it's a little bit easier. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to start our first couple of waves by the doors, so it's A, quicker, and B, we're actually able to do it.
Location.
Oh, we don't want to use this. What do we want to use? We don't want this. Oh, I wanted to try arrow walls, actually, on this one. Get rid of the trap reset trinket. We're going to go blade staff, but I don't know if I have lifesteal on blade staff or not. So we'll check it out. That's why okay. Yeah, I don't mind. Okay, we're going to do... Yeah, so this is what we want. Primary attacks, heal on hit. Then we want arrow walls to be fire arrow. There we go. Okay.
Very good.
I don't know, that I guess. Yeah, that should bounce around in this area.
I'm ready to start.
Arrow walls are very good with the oil, with the tar trap. Yeah. And the tar trap has one of the upgrades to do extra fire damage. Or enemies on that tar trap take extra fire damage kind of thing. And it's actually by quite a bit, so really good, really useful. Yeah.
For the order. It must go on the floor.
Actually, what did we do? We did this. You run that there. It's going to pierce all the way through. Here, and there's no big guys, so just do this.
Let's do this.
More enemies on the way.
Fire walls themselves are really good.
Enemies are
appreciate it. But they're really, I think they're misused a lot, and they're really best used when they're shooting down a straight corridor, because the range of the arrows is actually twice the range that that it shows. That blue square that shows in front of it, it's actually twice the range of that. Okay, right now I got all 3 doors opened. And I'll show you where we're going to use that. So now we're going to build inside the rift room, which is basically like from here backwards. We're going to do that by first starting traps like this. I think, right? Let's see. No, this has to go back one. Like that. I believe. Yes. Okay. Such as this. No, it was this. Here we go. This. Okay. But I can't do this, right? So I have to do it like here. Leave that open.
Here's where they will fall.
Like that. Okay. So we're gonna run in through here, and we're gonna do the fire arrows pointing down at this tower, and then we're going to do wall chargers along these edges, and underneath it we're gonna have the wall blades. Yes, both doors are open now. So wave 1, the left door open, but nothing spawned at wave 2 out of the left door, even though it was open. Wave 2 is the bottom door. Now we have both doors that are going to be opened.
More enemies on the way.
And you can see the icon of those doors on the minimap at the top right. They're red. If they're gray, that means that enemies are not spawning through it. Okay. Now, archers here aren't really a problem. I think everything's fine there, yeah. Pretty sure. We're gonna build these kids around the rift here, and I think we'll be okay there. Can I equip? Oh, no. That'd be cool. I wish. Guess I could, yeah, I really wouldn't want to do that either. I'm gonna put that here. We're gonna face that inwards, and then we're gonna face this. For whatever reason, this one trap cannot face towards me at the bottom. It can go up like, oh, it can't go anywhere there. Oh, it can go right here, but that's it. But it goes the other way. I don't know.
Prepared as always.
I wish you could face me, because then it would make more sense in the kill box, but it is what it is. And they're going to leave this side open where enemies are going to come in. And we're going to stick a bunch of barricades all the way across here and make it like 3 barricades thick. That's going to help us if sappers end up making it through, or fire elementals, you know. It's going to be just about maybe less challenging to kill the fire elementals as the last map we just played.
You won't get past me.
Although what this map does that the other map does not is kind of starves you for cash, to be honest. If you don't have a very efficient kill box, this one can be pretty tough, because you don't get a ton of money from these guys. They don't throw a lot at you, and the money you get between waves starts decreasing pretty rapidly as well. Do we build this? I think we don't. I think we have to build that. And there, oh, I forgot, I can build inside the pillars. But we're going to not build inside the pillars. Yeah, okay. Lost 10 live stream watchers. Well, you know, people can't watch all the time. That's fine. And the stream, you know, the video is always uploaded for them to watch later on if they want to. It could be that they all got inspired. They all got inspired by my playstyle, and they said, you know what? I could do that. I could get a bunch of skulls. I could do what he did. And that's all it is, just inspiration.
Enemies on the way.
Okay, and these will affect only the big boys.
Ouchie.
Because I mean, without playing the game for a while, you probably wouldn't think to stack traps like this, where you get the saw blade, the wall charger, and then the butterfly trap. You know, live is better. Live is, you know, it's better, I guess. But not the only, you know. They can get just as much out of a live stream as they can watching it later on. But they wouldn't be able to, well, even if they ask questions, you know, I do try and get to everybody with comments on the YouTube content, so. Alright, you know, one of the things we also want to do is probably just put a Cade here and build another Cade next to it. And what that's going to do is allow these blades to concentrate their bounces a little bit. Okay, and this one we've got... Just going to put that up for now. We've got some sappers that are going to come out. We're going to get our blade out. Get ready to auto-attack them. Pretty sure they're up the right side. Don't actually know if they're the right... They are the right side, okay. There we go. I'll head back to our kill box. Barricade's taking damage off of that, so we're not going to do that anymore. Little brother feels sick. Probably gonna see a doctor. No, I'm not no doctor, you know.
All right, let's play.
More enemies on the way.
Let's see. We don't have to worry about anything till wave 10. Next wave, we've got an old grenadier. So we are good to go with fighting here still.
Be gone.
Wait, stay home tomorrow? Stay home from like school or something? Well, that's smart. You don't want him to... Probably don't want him to spread any kind of sicknesses.
Let's have fun.
Okay. Yeah, we really only want the arrow wall in that one space. We don't really want anywhere else. Yeah, you're really strapped for cash in this. Okay, we're gonna chill here. I mean, you could theoretically, yeah. I mean, if it was really a straight shot, I'd put arrow walls there, but it's not gonna be a straight shot. So, okay, we do want this. No, grenadier. There we go. Want the grenadier to enter into the rift, so we don't have to worry about him. And we'll do this. The archer's through, pop back up.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Okay. I think we're actually going to move this back one square. Already got some distance from the other one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. You can put it really either one. The ceiling. Yeah, there's nothing for the ceiling. Okay, now we're gonna need to watch out for the fire elemental. I don't know if he shows up early or late. Probably looks like late. So let's hang out back here for a bit. Yeah, true. Jar Gust would definitely work, except for if I was to bring it, I would probably replace the arrow walls. Okay, and we are Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. He didn't do it. He tried to do it, though. Alright, where is this fire elemental at? Here he is. Okay, good. There we go. Alright. We got him down, and all is good. All is good. Now, next wave, it's nothing special. So we are in the clear there. Okay. Now this one, let's see here. Can't place it here, but I can place it, I believe, in that spot. So if I do this, I'm gonna need at least go here. So, okay, so I can place a Cade. I think I'm gonna go inwards one. Sounds like the bird just got out. By the way, I like it when you talk to US German YouTuber. Don't do that a lot last year. Yeah, I've seen that a lot. I don't know why YouTubers or live streamers don't talk in their live stream. Like, that's kind of part of the point, right? I thought. I don't know. Kind of thought part of the point of live streaming is to just talk. Yeah, Jar Ghost would be really good here. Very, very useful. Okay, so that's as far as we're building. Like I said, we're building up to here in Cades, except for those Cades. I mean, I can put that one back here, whatever. But that's right now 12 gives us 3 sappers right lane. So let's go and sit on that, and 1 TNT archer on the left lane. There's another one hidden behind that orc. There we go. Okay. And we're golden. Okay, now the question is, I don't think I can go there. I think I have to go here. So we'll do that. In which case I'm going to move the tar over 1, so I'll move that over 1. And blade. Sword. The sword is a melee. Okay, we're good for this wave. The sword's a melee ranged. Sorry, the bird's like sitting right next to me right now. It's a melee physical damage weapon that has 2 upgrades. The secondary, one of the upgrades is for the right mouse button, which is the secondary attack. It like knocks them around higher because the secondary attack is a knock around. It's really good. It's really useful for like clearing out mobs of enemies and like getting to a target. And then the other unique upgrade for it is every time you attack, I think it gains life. Like 5 life or whatever. He decided to go exploring around the apartment. Let's see. We've got wave 14. It's going to be 2 Knoll Grenadiers, so we're just going to hang out back here. They're going to run into the rift. As long as we don't have to intervene before the TNT archer dies. I think we're okay. Looks like we're fine.
Well, that was a challenge.
Yeah, very good, very good. What kind of bird is it? It is a cockatiel. It's a baby cockatiel, and when we bought the bird, which I should say my girlfriend bought the bird, I didn't buy the bird. Its wings are clipped, but it's a baby cockatiel anyway, so yeah, we'd rather have it trainable. Yes, Ashdurum is correct. If you block it all of the way, or if you block it almost all of the way, then enemies will attack the barricades. And by almost all the way, I mean if you leave, for example, if I put this barricade up here, this is the only way for them to get in, it actually blocks them, the ogres and trolls, but it won't block regular orcs, because regular orcs can fit into one square, but trolls and ogres cannot. So you actually need to leave a full square open for them to enter into the rift. Which is why corners are a little tricky, because when it comes to corners, it's always good to be able to see where you can place traps, but sometimes, you know, like this corner, for example, does that space count? I don't actually know. That's not something I know yet. Wave 15, we're going to have, yep, Fire Elemental. And a few more at the on the left side. Okay, here, come here. There we go.
Well, that was a challenge.
All right. Hopefully he's not too loud for you. He usually just sits on the shoulder and like fluffs himself. Oh crap! Oh, okay, we're fine. I had to pick up my birds, so I wasn't able to take care of those enemies. That's okay. There we go. Birds hard to keep. You know, surprisingly, they're not that difficult. You know, one of the challenges with owning a pet sometimes is the fact that you kind of have to take care of them. You know, you got to take them out for walks or whatever. But with birds, you really don't have to do anything. You just sit in a cage and kind of take care of themselves. Now, you definitely want to, you know, play with them and pay attention to them and stuff, or else they're going to get lonely. Or they might resent you a little bit, but yeah, surprisingly low upkeep. They poop everywhere, though. So we're constantly having to like clean up the apartment. As far as your general upkeep, they're pretty cheap. Not bad. We haven't taken them to the vet yet, though. I don't know how expensive bird vets are. Feel a little stress. As long as you allow it to get out and explore. What this bird does is it wakes up in the morning, and I guess it's kind of because we wake up in the morning as well, pretty early. And then it expects like a fresh bowl of food, but it doesn't eat the whole bowl. It like picks through it and only eats what it likes. We give it a lot of seed and stuff. And then after that, it'll take a nap. It's like a morning nap. And then as I leave the door open, it'll hop out, it'll explore the apartment, and then it'll want to sit on my shoulder for a while just so it can fluff around. Which is totally fine, right? He just sits there and fluffs. And then, I don't know. That's all it does, I guess. Not very good at explaining this, but there's really not much to the bird. Takes a couple of naps and it is. It makes a really cute, like, I don't know if it's a call or what it is, but it makes a really cute little sound whenever you pet its head. It likes to get its head scratched. Okay, can we build here? Yes, we can actually build one farther out. We can build here. I think we build. No, we can't. That'll cut the corners, so we got to build here. Can't build any farther out. Yeah, because we can't push any farther forward for that. 18's got nothing. 19, we're fine. 20, we gotta intervene on the left-hand side.
Down it goes.
I will say, whenever we go for walks, he'll sit on my shoulder, and we'll go to like a nearby area that's has like a large grass field, and I'll start jogging, and he'll like fly off of my shoulder, and he'll enjoy eating grass for some reason. I don't know. It's like I think it's a cow or something. But people will oftentimes stop and want to take a picture of the bird because he's sitting on the shoulder. I guess people just don't think about having birds as a pet. And when I put my hood up, you really like sitting on top of the hood. I think it's just because you can see everything whenever we're going for walks and chat with other birds, maybe.
A vile creature, dead.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, good. Okay, I was about to say, we got a no grenadier sitting there not going into the rift.
That one gone.
But looks like he got taken care of by the saw blade. So that is good. Even pulled these back a little bit. You can do that.
Well, that was a challenge. Who's next?
Never had a pet, so you kind of want to start with a hamster. Yeah, hamsters are good start pets. I think that was my girlfriend's first pet was a hamster.
How dare you? Well, that was a challenge.
Oh, come on. I definitely hit it. But no, I'm kidding. I guess not. Okay. So now we need one of those. And we're going to have 3 fire elementals at the end of the wave. After Moneybags kind of makes his way through a little bit. I think that's them moving around up there. Oh, ogre and another ogre. Okay, so they're oh, there they are. Oh, I see.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
I can attack it. Thanks. Okay. Welcome back. Yeah, well, it depends on the bird. I think all birds are social, but some birds are more social than others. So one of the things you gotta, make sure you're okay with is, oh, I didn't know you could place these up here.
Excellent location.
Is your neighbors not having a problem with a noisy pet? Just depends on how close neighbors are and how much they can hear. Some of them might care a little bit. Think you go for the day? All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. We'll play one more map after this, I think. And then we'll at least call the stream for a bit today. Maybe for all of today. Yeah. See you later. And I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, though, so don't plan on a stream. But if I do, if you're subscribed, you'll be notified.
A worthy foe. Another threat vanquished.
I would say dogs are pretty easy as well, but dogs can end up being real expensive. Just because,
More coin.
there's so much of a, oh, I can place them up here. Oh, that's good. It's 5 sappers right lane. Of course, you describe. Good, good. Okay, I was hoping we'd make a chain reaction with that. Looks like one of them got through.
Turn from the dead.
And we are solid. Okay. So make sure the TNT Archer dies before I die. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll die before he does. Okay, he died. Good. Let me make sure I didn't get targeted. Yep, catch you later. Catch you on the next live stream. I personally like dogs a lot, but I've never had a bird, and the first bird, and yeah. He's a bunch of fun to have.
Not sorry to see that.
I just can't wait till he gets to be able to fly again, and then we can train him. I could have pushed these barricades out a little bit, maybe. Alright, we're at 23, nothing on 23, nothing on 24, and nothing difficult. And then 25. 25 gets pretty real.
Who's next? That won't be the
Yeah, it's true. Well, also, I think their vet bills are one of the highest kind of, you know, animals as far as being a vet's concerned, or going to the vet. But like I said, I don't actually know that for certain. I don't know what our bird would cost to get it looked at.
vile creature. Dead.
Yeah, I mean, dogs are great. I've worked at a dog adoption agency, or volunteered at one, trying to get dogs adopted and stuff, and they really show their personalities. I guess every animal shows personality, but I think dogs really show personality more than other animals do. Okay, we're gonna move back actually. There we go. I'm gonna make sure they run into the rift and not sit there and wait for me to come back up. Okay, we are good. So now we just need to make sure we're not going to lose. Like I said, we're already wave 25, and we don't have a ton of money put into these traps because, you know, I guess I'm not getting the best combos, but at the same time, like, you just don't get a ton of money. You don't get a lot of enemies on this map. Your kill streaks are lackluster. You know, by this point on Coastal Hallways, we probably have, oh, I don't know, 200 kill streak by now. But on this map, we're probably not going to get more than 50.
Sorry to see that one gone.
All right, let's go take care of the fire elementals.
More enemies on the way.
Well, gnolls aren't really that pointless. Oh, I meant to do that.
I shall return.
And I guess I didn't mean to do that.
And ready to fight.
Oh, there we go.
Who's next? Stay back, fiends.
Okay, there we go. You know, they target. Oh, he just picks his feathers, sits there and picks his feathers, and they like fluffs him out, right? Like moves his wings around a bunch, and all his feathers, all his baby feathers, they just go everywhere. He just did that, and they're just going everywhere, they're going crazy. But no, they're not pointless. They do add a bit of difficulty, I think, into the game. Okay, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay, plenty of firelings. Because if you're, for example, taking care of firelings like I am, and an ult comes up and kills you, you know, then the firelings get to go through, and the fact that they don't go through the kill box means you can't really route them necessarily. You can use decoys on them, but people just don't use decoy. Kind of a not used trap.
Who's next?
Okay.
Perfection.
And we will let them through.
More enemies on
Since we
the
beat
way.
wave 25, now it'll be wave. Let them through at 26.
Ow.
We only have half our rift. More enemies in the rift.
Now what I wish they would change is when Cygnus does his sleep, is if Knowles wouldn't go and attack Cygnus when he goes untargetable, quote unquote. So I think it's supposed to be an untargetable thing. All the other enemies just pass him by and stop attacking him. Alright, that was that one, and this one, the basement. Whew, let me tell you, this one's gonna be a rough one. We actually probably will use Jargos, but we're gonna use the Ceiling Ballista, Arcane. We're gonna try to use archers. I don't know how well that's gonna work. Because we can't use saw blade. We don't have any floor traps, or we don't have any wall traps. And we don't have a lot of floor trap space either. We're gonna do double cades on this. Yes, if you got killed or if you fell, it would cost rift points. I don't know if they're ever going to bring that back. I assume not, because they there's, yeah, I don't know, there's like a lot of lag sometimes, especially when you go like really late endless, and it can cause, it would cause frustration. I think too much frustration for people, and it may have just been something that new players playing Orcs Must Die 1 and 2 just didn't enjoy, was having to deal with that. Okay, so we get rid of those 2 wall traps and that wall trap. We're going to bring Ceiling Ballista. We're going to bring Archer. What else do we want to bring? So we got Brim. Oh, we want to bring this trap. There is a place for it, although it's not very useful, I guess, but there is a place for it. So bring that and bring a trinket. We can bring the Jar of Ghosts. Let's go ahead and get that upgraded. Spike wall a lot. Do you not anymore? I like to use it when I stack. Let's go with trinkets, Jar of Ghosts. Let's do... Let's do fear surrounding enemies. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. This one's definitely a tough one, but I think with what we've got, we're probably going to be okay. I don't really need to bring this either. I think I'd rather do trap reset trinket than use a melee weapon. Just because I don't really want to die. I don't want that to be part of it. Yeah, I remember that. When you killed stuff in it, I didn't play a lot of 2, but I do remember that. If you killed stuff in it, you got... like... I don't know, some kind of... drop. You got a bunch of drops from it, I think, right? Do we bring that? No, I think we'll do... We'll move this back.
One of these here.
Like this. Okay,
Yes,
do that.
I am prepared.
After this wave, we're going to start building around our rift. Yeah, it was an insta-kill trap. Now this one you could do flip traps and do flip traps around the rift and kind of utilize that stuff there, but... Alright, can walk onto it, get feared. Ah, you didn't get feared. Come on. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was a skeleton spawner with it. Yes.
An easy victory.
Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with this. So for this idea of quote-unquote the rift room, basically, this is as far towards the right as we're going to build. This is as far towards the left as we're going to build, and this is as far north as we're going to build. So we're going to stay within this parameter. Basically, we're going to cover this square and just the edge of this area. Do we... Yeah, but we're going to go one farther up
Perfection.
for the sappers.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm ready to start.
More
Oh,
enemies
really?
on the way.
What did it do to him? Did it just do like a bunch of damage?
Our enemies are breaking through elsewhere. They've breached another door. Here they come.
This one, luckily, does not have a ton of crazy enemies, like explosive dudes. A couple of levels with fire elementals, but it's really not too much.
way past me. Another threat vanquished.
We're gonna like abuse the stone staff. Okay. So we got this. Oh, I remember. I was gonna bring the plants. I was gonna put the plants up here. Because I'm gonna walk them around the rift. So I was gonna bring the plants, put them here, and they were gonna shoot down. Oh well. It's doable without them, I think. As I've done it before. Okay, let's go. Who's that? David. Thanks for the sub, man. Ballistas are really good in this map. The problem with ballistas on Endless is they stop targeting. But I don't think we're going to have that problem. Okay, hang on. What am I doing wrong? So if you go here... I'm not going to have you going up, am I?
No better spot than here.
How did I set this up before? This is going here and here, then here, here, then here, I believe. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That'll work. Let's go ahead and get rid of that Cade. This and that, and then we're going to put this
Here's where they will fall.
here. Yeah. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to have a tar trap in this area, and the beam, the very edge of the beam is actually going to catch this square here. And there's going to be another one on this side, and then there's going to be another one up here. It's going to kind of be in the path they walk around. It's going to help us a little bit. It shocked you. Yeah, I thought it would be a cool sub notification thing. So yeah, we don't have to worry about anything crazy until wave 11. We got sappers coming in the top, and then fire elementals aren't until wave 15. So it should be okay. TNT archers might be a little bit. I think TNT archers don't show up till 11 either, but you do have regular archers, and those can be just as bad. It's a bit loud. Oh, it's thunder. Couldn't it be? I thought about instead of doing... Oh, that is one of the issues that we are going to have in this run, are the astronomical amount of ogres, and... Okay. I should have been paying attention to that. I'm trying to get rid of these archers here. The amount of ogres that we're going to have, their charge attack, and regular archers who are just incredibly... Where is everyone? There, okay, here you are. There we go. Oof. Okay.
An excellent location.
That's going to force them into this square area. Let's just do another brimstone.
Once more into the breach.
Like Fire Fiends introduced the game. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of ideas on how they can make endless less endlessy. One of the things Unchained did was enemies had like a crowd control reduction. Like the amount of effect crowd control had was reduced over time. If you played League of Legends, it's like the idea of tenacity in that game. And that's one of the things they had in Unchained. So as more minions showed up, they also were slowed less by tar, they were stunned less by duration, that sort of thing, which helped them get through the map quicker. Yep. And that is... There we go. And that's one of the things I wish they would have in this game. Just because you can really kind of make a nice kill box and keep everything stuck. Yeah. And one of the other things they had in Unchained, which I think they had this in 1 and 2 maybe, is Fire Ogres. Fire Ogres were also a pain to deal with.
This should work.
Okay. You know?
Here.
I think it would work too.
More enemies.
But if they did it, they'd have to reset the leaderboards, and they've already reset the leaderboards once, and they said they're not going to reset leaderboards again, so I really don't think they would. I thought about Gravity Pillar here in this spot, but this really helps against ogres. Specifically armored ogres. They're going to be plentiful in this run, and if you can stone them underneath the fire, it's going to help your damage output against them. As well as other enemies, I guess. That's kind of help in general. Now, maybe the lightning pillars would actually be better, because when the enemies die under lightning, they do like a little AoE damage, and you really clump everything up here. But fire's just as good.
Not sorry to see that one gone. That won't be the last.
Enemies are mostly change, make it different traps for different maps. Yeah, they're also missing right now. They're missing one of the better enemies, which, in my opinion, which is
Let's do this.
the frost archers, like frost enemies. And those guys in Unchained, when they attacked you, they would freeze you. Orcs as well. So they have the fire fiends. They don't have any ice fiends or anything like that. The only ice they have, from what I can remember, is the bats. Yeah, I think those are the only ice they have. Which is a little bit underwhelming, you know? Okay, we're going to try archers up here. We're going to try them at the top of the stairs, and hopefully they help us more than they hurt us. And I don't know how the gnolls are going to handle that. We'll have to see. Okay. We're going to have to headshot every ogre that comes through. Here we go. Oh, they really suck in Endless here.
Very good.
The archers stop targeting things, as do the ballistas, which is why you'll pretty rarely see me ever take them. I don't think anyone would ever take them if they were serious about getting high scores in Endless or going really far in Endless. You would never bring archers or ballista. I guess he targets me instead. That's good. He targets me instead of the archers, so I don't know. I don't think those archers are ever going to die. Maybe not until the very end of the game. They might get targeted by ogres and die. Yeah, I don't think they're as crazy effective in 3 on story mode as they were in 2. I played with them in 2 as well. Having like the Night Guardians is a pretty cool idea, and having the Dwarven Guardians is pretty cool too. But alas, here we are without those. Okay, we're at wave. Alright, not bad. And we're going to build 2 more traps out that way, and that's going to be as much as we build around the rift. Outwards around the rift, and then we're going to start building behind it. Why did they stop targeting? I don't know. I've mentioned it, and they know about it. Robot knows about it, but I don't know. My theory is something to do with the calculations of how fast enemies move. Because enemies will also stop targeting the player. Like, it'll take them longer to go and target the player. So, I think the targeting system itself is based upon speed. I don't know if it's speed of the enemy, speed of the player, speed of the target. I'm not too sure. But I think it's got something to do with the speed of enemies. And that's one of the only factors that changes with Endless versus story mode, is that the speed of enemies does increase the more you play. Up to the point where they actually slow down. Because when you go really late game in, unless you have too many mobs on the screen,
Fall, foul beasts.
and they'll start to stutter step themselves because they don't know how to run anymore. They've forgotten.
That was invigorating.
All right, cool. So that's outside the rift. Of course, we'll
Here's where they will fall.
build back here. Wanted to build that, but I don't know if we want to yet. So hopefully we get another go break. I'm not sure when the go breaks are. Now the bird is taking a nap on my shoulder. My arm's hurting. Yeah, unfortunately we don't get a lot of combos because we don't have a ton of ceiling or wall space. That's okay. Okay, we have another fire beams on that side. Alright, let's headshot ogres to death. Stone Staff is really critical in just playing the game at all. Hopefully they don't ever nerf the Stone Staff, because it is pretty insane.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
Oh crap, I was meant to test something out on that go break.
More enemies on the way.
Square spring trap. You're talking about the flip trap? Oh, it definitely is. The push trap as well. As a matter of fact, this level, if you do the flip trap, you can flip enemies down to here, and you can flip them down to the basement. There's a whole section underneath this rift that goes unused, completely unused. There's a couple of screenshots that Robot has produced that shows enemies down there and like trapping down there, but there's no way to get enemies down there other than flip traps or push traps, because you can push from that pillar there. But yes, I agree. That trap, the spike wall is really cool. Spike wall is probably the best crowd control for the big guys, the ogres and stuff. But flip traps can affect them. Oh crap! Wasn't paying attention again. There we go. Fucking archers, dude.
Won't be the last.
Okay, so this archer started attacking an orc there. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Now we get our armored ogres.
A vile creature.
Why am I using Stone Staff and not Freeze? Because it costs less mana. And Freeze, both the Freeze and the Stone Staff, what they do is they, anyone who's frozen or stone takes bonus damage from physical. So they actually have the same value. The two only differences that I know of is the fact that if you freeze an enemy, they take bonus damage from ice. Okay, yeah, we'll do this, and we're actually going to push that over a little bit, so... Okay, that's good. That's how we want this to look. They take bonus damage from ice, whereas if they're stone, they only take bonus damage from physical.
More enemies on the
The other thing that the ice amulet does is it actually freezes in a radius around you, instead of... Okay, here we go. And sappers. Alright. Instead of just in front of you like the stone staff does. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to be using the stone staff a lot. And the freeze, it's just not going to be as useful. Because of the amount of stoning that we're going to have to do to get through this. Alright, as soon as the TNT Archer dies, I'll be able to stand up and hopefully not let those guys through.
next?
Okay. Let's kill that dynamite archer and hope that the other dynamite archer just doesn't attack me right now.
Ow. Owie.
Okay. And the archers are on fire. That guy is down, and now we get to use the stone staff a bunch. Here we go. Let's do it.
Well, that was a challenge. That won't be the last.
Oh crap. That's a problem. One of the other bugs in this game is if you play Cygnus and you do your double jump sleep, that's going to regenerate your health and mana. The Rift regenerates health and mana faster than you can regenerate your own health and mana. The problem is when you sleep next to the Rift, as soon as you come back up, you lose the potency of the Rift, and you don't get health and mana back next to the Rift. It's super annoying. That's what happened there. So what I should have done is I should have ran over to the TNT archers, killed them, ran back to the kill box, and then finished the enemies off. Or actually use the ghost jar as well. How many artifacts are in the game? Trinkets? Let's see here. How many trinkets are in the game? Bring this up here real quick. Through content, spellbook. So far, 6 trinkets. Those are the Empty Rift, Freedom Trinket. It prevents you from getting slowed by gnolls or getting stunned by ogres. Healing Trinket, of course, passive regen, extra health, whatever. Jar of Ghost is a fear, mana rage trinket, and trap reset trinket. So currently 6 of those. And then there's weapons, and some of the weapons used to be considered trinkets, so like the ice amulet, the flame bracers, that sort of stuff. Let me full screen here. So these two used to be considered trinkets, I think, in Unchained as well. But flame bracer and ice amulet are that. Okay.
Should be fun.
Didn't struggle as much last time as I did this time, but I think Guardian Archer might have been a part of that. I don't know. Hopefully with his tar here, a little bit extra fire damage as well will be okay. It's definitely a tough one. This is the shortest path from one of the gates to the Rift is this map, so when you have a Rift only challenge or a Rift room only challenge, it's a bit tough. So fire, wind, and freeze. Yes, as a matter of fact, the lightning one is the bow, the longbow, the magic longbow that Egan's weapon is. That's actually one of the upgrades for that is bleed damage, but there is in the trailer of Orcs Must Die 3 Steam release, there is a lightning trinket of sorts, from what people have been able to determine, which is cool. Alright, then what we do is we want to stun ogres underneath this spot here.
Drive them back.
Okay. And essentially, we also do not want to be sleeping as Cygnus because, like I said, there's the bug where it will remove the effectiveness of the Rift itself. It is unfortunate. Okay. There we go. Because he's so large, he does take damage from the pillar there, no matter on what square he stands. Okay, cool. Focus on that. Alrighty. Tar, Grim, Tar.
More enemies on the way.
Oop, didn't mean to place him there, but that's okay. Archer. I guess a mana trinket would also be a good idea to bring. And she'll be using a lot of mana in the stoning of enemies. But probably not too bad. Okay.
That won't be the last.
Couple of headshots in. Now we want everything to start getting through. So they can get stuck up on these corners here.
Who's next?
No Guardian Trinket though. Yeah, there's not. I wish the Trap Reset Trinket healed healed like your archers,
Another threat vanquished.
but they don't. I wish it did. Because there's no other way to get your archers back, like from the dead, unless you sell the platform and rebuy the platform, or if it's a go break. That'll also bring them back. But that'll help make them more viable for Rift Lord if they had a the Trap Reset Trinket bring them back from the dead.
Another threat vanquished.
Okay. Let us sell. I'm actually gonna sell both of these. I'm gonna finish the kill box area first
One of these here.
before I worry about adding archers again.
Let's do
And I'll
this.
probably do ballistas first as well. Put ballistas up here
More enemies on the way.
before I care about putting archers in the back. It was just a thought. Would increase damage from guardians and endless. Ooh, that'd be cool. If they fix the targeting, that'd be cool. Have something that scales, right? Because the enemies scale in health. But I guess at some point you do want to be able to end the game. But there's plenty of ways to make the game last forever. Those confusion plants are one of them. They can definitely help make the game last forever.
That won't be the last.
Okay.
Who's next? Stay back, beans.
Now we're nowhere near automation. There's no way to automate like a kill box around this area from what I know. Possibility of flipping orcs down to the back and then killing them back here, but I wouldn't consider that part of the rift room, so
Down.
I'm not gonna add that here.
A worthy foe.
Yeah, I remember seeing the mind control fungi. The guy got to like wave 500 or something. Absolutely crazy. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad they don't have that. Okay, so we've got this.
More enemies on the
We
way.
can put that here and then put another one here. Yeah. Or just leave that there. And we're going to want that there. Cool. It is 15, so we are going to, yes, see fire elementals. Alright, they attack Cade a little bit, but that's okay. That's really all there is to this level. That's the only problem in this level anyways. Yeah. The Confusion Flower is just as bad as depending on the map, I guess, and how you can kind of set enemies up. Yeah, the Confusion Flower is pretty OP. Yeah, thinking about this a little more, I think I would rather done the lightning pillars or lightning beams instead of fire beams. Thinking about it a little bit more.
Who's next? This should work.
Why are you guys going up there? Weird. Strange. Strange behavior.
You won't get past me. That won't be the last.
Money Forge, yeah. There's been some discussion in the Discord forum on ideas or ways to make more money possible in the game. I think the addition of, somebody had mentioned like enemies that, or a way to make enemies generate more money, and that would be cool. And I think one of the ways they could do that is introduce the water elementals again, and then if they combine back up and you destroyed them for a second time, or broke them apart a second time, then they could give money again. So you could kind of try and farm water elementals. But of course, like every time they come back, they generate less and less income. You can have them like really tanky as well, so they're very hard to kill the first time, and every time after that. So you really have to focus on doing that. But yeah, you're probably right. I hardly ever use this trap or this trinket. I know it's good, but I just hardly ever use it. It's really useful against it's very useful on story mode, I'll say. Very, very useful on story mode. But when things can one-shot you, like gnolls and ogres and stuff, it really loses its usefulness. When they bring back the boom bar roller, we'll see if they, my favorite trap of all time, we'll see if they end up bringing back the, any kind of money generation, style traps. Okay, this guy's almost dead.
Sorry to see that one gone. A worthy foe. Away with you.
There's a better way to kill these guys. I take it.
Another threat vanquished.
Okay, there we go. I guess Ballista might be.
More enemies on the way.
Perfection.
Okay. I think the Money Forge did a good job at changing the way you think about how do I make sure enemies die here. Yeah. It's very unique. You know, the money generator was all about like how do I path an enemy into the generator, but yeah, the coin forge was definitely could be a tricky trap to use, and it wasn't always the most useful thing in the world either, right? For endless, of course, it is, but for story mode, not so much. Okay, we're wave 17. I had closed out of the browser, so I don't remember what waves what comes out on.
Who's next? Well, that was a challenge.
Yeah, lightning beams definitely work better here. You can already see the kind of headshot AoE damage that's happening here because everything's so stacked on each other.
Four foul beasts.
I'd like to see that. Because they have two maps right now that are only on Endless, not on Story Mode. A bunch of Story Mode, not on Endless, of course, but... maybe enemies too, right? Maybe they only have Fire Ogres for Endless maps. And they don't ever introduce them into, like, regular maps.
Another threat vanquished. A vile creature, dead.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put the bird back in his cage.
Not sorry to see that one gone.
More enemies on the way!
Yeah, one of the things I'm waiting for, and that may be really cool. Yeah, I know that's part of the coming up with ideas is they have to be implemented. How do they want the game to, you know, act and stuff, and will my implementations be anywhere near what they're trying to accomplish? But I think that what was I about to say? I think trap limit might be an interesting idea to tackle again, but I know that's a little bit too far from Orcs Must Die 1 and 2. Trap limit on Unchained added a fairly large level of difficulty for story mode maps. And for endless too, you know? I think I was gonna say something else, I just don't remember what it was. Off. There we go. Oh, they're down here somewhere. Why are they bathing up there? Oh, I know why. Guardians Limited? No. You mean like the archers? They're not. They're just not very good. Okay. Hopefully, Ballista end up helping us a bunch. Let's see. Yeah, the armored ogres, I guess, are really the only thing to worry about here. And maybe the lightning pillars are better than fire pillars to take care of them, because they do take bonus damage from lightning. So, that's something to possibly look at attempting. Use those instead.
More enemies on the way.
All right, good. Okay, looks like that's some kind of fire dudes. Take that guy out first. And this guy. Ooh. TNT Archer. We're gonna need to rest right away. The TNT Archer boy dies or comes over here to this area. Oh, luckily, a little bit of damage on him, and we can run over here.
Stop.
Yeah, Sabotage is a beautifully fun game mode, I think, personally. I think it's great. Loved it. Okay, that's not good. You get some of these guys through. Oh, there's still a TNT Archer over here somewhere. Okay, TNT Archer on the right. Looks like he may have died. Still got a regular Archer, though. That's cool. Oh, crap. I meant to use that instead. This guy. Dead. Okay, we might leak a little bit here. Didn't mean to die. Ballistas are helping out a bunch, though. That's cool. Okay. So I gotta focus on this. I know I'm not able to. Yeah, I should have done it sooner. I always forget that I have it, you know. Okay, there we go. I probably should have put it at the 0 hotbar. But one of the things I accidentally did was I accidentally used the stun from my crossbow, which I just used it again instead of the stone from the stone staff. I try to press 2 and the right mouse button rapidly, but I didn't make it in time. I think we're okay though. Let's see. I think one of the things I did was put it horizontally here, but we're not gonna worry about keeping that up. Yeah, so up here the plants would be really good. I definitely should have remembered that that's what I was thinking before and did that. Yeah, I hope they look at or think about doing some more PvP. Maybe once this game gets really popular, if it gets popular, because there is going to be an audience for some PvP, and I think sabotage is the way to go with it. I think it's the right way to do PvP. Anyways. You can die. The other thing to bring instead of brimstone would be floor spikes with lightning. That wouldn't be too bad either. You can kill everything on top of or stone everything on top of the floor spike and do lightning damage to everything. It'd be pretty good. But that's what I wanted to do. Just rapidly switch between them and do a stone and then pop right back into getting headshots with a crossbow. Yeah, this is the reason why I didn't use the ice amulet. The ice amulet would not be able to do this. You just burn through your mana too quick. Oh, it's huge. Yeah, that's one of the things they're probably gonna have to nerf about it. There's an upgrade that doubles the size of it, which is pretty crazy. The regular size isn't too great, I guess, without it being upgraded. But if I was to play story mode, this would be like one of the first things I ever purchase is the stone staff and just add it to my inventory of traps and weapons. I'd use it, I'd upgrade it, you know, less mana, bigger stun radius, all that stuff. It's pretty crucial if you're gonna attempt what I'm attempting here.
More enemies on the way.
Here.
Okay, we are going to. I don't know. I could do. Okay, I could barricade up here and put archers behind the barricade. Maybe that might work. I can give that a try. I wish the archers had more range. Using thousands of chromaticus. Yeah. Yeah, he's probably be the hardest boss to take down, depending on the level. I think it'd be really cool. If it came out with sabotage, that's all I would be playing.
That won't be the last. Not sorry to see that one gone. A vile creature. Dead. Another threat vanquished.
Okay. Yeah, same. I was almost gonna try, as I said yesterday, I was almost gonna try Dungeon Defenders. I really didn't have like an identity after Unchained went away. That sounds bad, but I didn't really know what to play. I played some Age of Empires, some Bloons, some other tower defense games. Stuff I played before. But I really played the crap out of Unchained. Once I found it. And I was like, man, where's this been all my life?
Who's next?
It's okay, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of like the RPG style of inventory management, and I think they have that, if I remember correctly. Where you have to like, where you pick up items, combine items to make your hero, you know, you really got to like understand all the stats and everything that it brings. I'm just not a fan of that sort of stuff.
More enemies on the way.
But that could have been a different game that I saw. I'm not sure if that was it, yeah. Was it balanced for less players in the team? Yes. For more players, I think you had more enemies. But I know that they were stronger. But I'm pretty sure, I want to say you had more enemies coming out. Like you do here in Orcs Must Die 3. Yeah. Just on the loot you get. Yeah, that's not something I really cared too much for. Having a third-person shooter tower defense game is really smart. But when you add too much RPG element to it, I just I don't know. I just don't care for that too much. If your tramp damage, HP, mana, etc. are based upon your gear and pet stats. Yeah. I wouldn't be too pleased with that. Okay, we want to put a barricade here. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Sell it at the end of the wave. Oh, and my hands on the wrong, my fingers on the wrong buttons. Okay, I think I got all of them, all but one. I think that's okay. Okay, we're fine. We're good. It probably won't, but I want to put archers back there, and I don't want anything trying targeting them, and like, I don't know. I just want to see what happens with them. And these regular orcs can walk back there. Just want to see if I can set it up to where they don't do that. It'll be trap centric. Oh, you do share, yeah. With sabotage, you did also share. You also shared coin. So that was also a thing. Yeah, when you play a multiplayer, any kind of multiplayer, but sabotage included. So I'm trying to read the. Okay, there we go. Now the solo get the equivalent money of a team. Well, one of the things with Unchained. Okay, so you can't place. Oh, there we go. You have to just rotate it. Okay, let's see if these archers end up shooting anything. Like I said, the targeting might be lackluster. Oh, I should have sold those cades. Even if this cade breaks, only small enemies are going to get through. The ogres are actually not going to be able to make it through the cade because there's two small squares on each side that would be. Oh, I take that back. Never mind. That's a full square. So, I stand corrected.
You won't get past me.
Maybe I don't understand that question too much. Let's see if it would be more trap centric in OMD3. You could just have the solo get the equivalent of equivalent money of a team. If you're going like 1v2, yes, I would imagine it would be. If they were to do sabotage in Orcs Must Die 3, and it was a 1v2, then yeah, you probably have it where the one person gets the same money as the other two people combined. There are definitely advantages of bringing more than one person, though. One of the things they had in Unchained was mana and health orbs. I don't call them orbs, but they're like mana and health things that you could have. You could set them up on like a wall or something, and then you could sit by them, and you could regenerate mana and health every time it recharged. That was really useful because if you had a team and of course your ally was bringing different traps to the field, right? I gotta turn over and face this guy now. Then one person could bring like support style traps, and the other person could bring damaging traps. These guys able to shoot? I think they are. I don't think the enemy is able to do anything about it. There we go. Yeah, okay, they're shooting. Very good. Weaker enemies, I mean. Health and mana fountain, that's what it was. They may have also been in too. But that's what allows you to do. Ah, crap. I was trying to sell them. I got stuck on the stairs. I need to make sure that they're all in line, you know? Alright, it's the last wave that we have to beat, and then we beat this endless. And then I'll be heading off. Wow, I didn't realize what time it was. Yeah, then I'll be enough. Oh, for maybe MD1, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're all a part of. Ah, beautiful. Okay. There are firing squad. Okay, money bags. Yes. Need to take out money bags. I would definitely do lightning lasers. I might keep saying that, but I think that really would help a lot with this strategy. I don't hardly ever use them because they just don't seem to do as much damage. I know they do the same amount, but I think fire just has some sort of like extra burn damage that it does. It makes it easier to get combos, as well as it just appears to do more damage because of the burn. Gotta get through this wave and then we're okay.
Who's next?
I also could have brought the wand. The wand is really good. It does a lot of damage. And if you use an auto clicker with it, it's probably the most damage in any weapon. As long as you use an auto clicker. I don't know if people consider that cheating or not, but alright, my firing squad's actually firing now. Look at that. They actually have like a rate of fire that they're using.
Well, that was a challenge.
And now they're going to reset and it'll take forever. Oh, there we go. These ones don't. The ones that are part of... Oh, there's an enemy down there. Uh-huh. So what they're supposed to do if they end up falling down there is they run up here and they run over here, but it looks like he's not even trying. Right.
Perfection.
There we go. Okay. Because the path is blocked, right, but when the path is blocked, what they're supposed to do is destroy barricades. Like, they'll still go through their path and try... You're a hacker, man, so... I only use auto-clicker for that one thing, or to stay... Because Stadia has a timer, so if you go AFK for more than, I think it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes, Stadia will kick you out. So if I was to set this up to be like an automated endless, then I would use an auto-clicker to stay inside the game. Well, they do recognize the path because they do it whenever you knock them over. They'll run in that direction, but I don't know. I don't know why he didn't try and go to the barricade, because what they'll do is they're trying to detect the cade and then destroy it, but... Oh, yeah. Some people do consider it maybe a little bit cheating. There's one map in particular, and I'll show you guys that map, where it's very useful. Probably the only map that I really care to use it on. And that is this one right here. Secret Fortress. And I'll show you why. It's definitely a tough map. Show you why. So if we go into... we'll bring our crossbow just to kind of show you. So when you start this one... Yeah, I will. I'll link this, I do this all the time. I link the stream and then I tell them. So you start off with an ogre. You start with $5,000 to take care of an armored ogre, right? But not just one armored ogre, you get 2 armored ogres. So if you're over here and you're trying to do damage and stuff, it's really just tough, right? And now we get overwhelmed, okay? But if I go into here, oh, and then if I switch over to the wand, one of the cool things is to auto attack. So here I am clicking, you can hear it. Look at how fast my attacks are going through. Okay? Look at all those armored ogres as well. Then, if I do this, I'm going to shred through them. However, what I could do instead of clicking a bunch is I could use an auto clicker. And it's going to save me. It's going to save me having wrist problems when I'm older, you know. I'll show you how fast we shred the guy with the wand instead.
I remember, and yeah, stuff kind of happened when I was around. Just good timing and luck, right?
No, it's not luck. Some of us have to work to use magic.
Look at that.
For you, it
Shredding. It's not as fast as it could be. I don't remember. I think it's like 50 milliseconds or whatever. But now I don't have to click. I'm shooting him, but I don't have to click. It's just so much easier. Of course, I can always just right click or switch weapons and switch back over and stuff. So this is like the one map that I would care to use it on. But all the other maps not so much. Other than to have Stadia keep running while I'm not actually playing. And the bomb chandeliers. To help out with them, yeah. To help out with the minions. But once we get the good old boom barrel rollers, then we're gonna be cooking with gas. That's gonna be pretty awesome. It'll work really well in Secret Fortress, actually. There's a bunch of places for the boom barrel rollers to sit. You can put them up here, right? We gotta wall trap. You'd be able to put boom barrel rollers all up here. And then you can put them here, all along the top. Just a beautiful trap altogether. Could put them in here, I guess.
No, it's not luck. Some of us have to work to use magic.
Yeah, like if you were to do this on endless, if this is an endless map, which I hope it is, because this would be a really cool endless map. You could double stack boom barrel rollers on the walls here. Like that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, it would be a really cool endless map. I have glitched this one into endless, and it is a challenge because the amount of small minions you get versus large minions, it's not very proportionate. So you don't end up having a lot of money to use for your kill boxes here. But I mean, of course, if they were to make it regular endless, they would change it. Surprised they automatically explode if you have them in elevation. They did in Unchained, but I think if you have them like here, for example, the barrel rolls out and stays on the ground. But if you have them up here and they drop at all, then they're going to explode, I think is what it is. This may not explode from this distance either. You may have to put it up one higher for it to actually explode. But we'll see. When it comes out, we'll see. I'm going to do a lot of testing with it. It's my favorite trap of all time. So definitely do a lot of testing with it. Yeah, this would just be a really cool room to make a nice long kill box in and go endless with it, but alas, it is not endless. Oh, this would be a really good place for him. Look at that. All along this wall here. On the other side, all nothing but boom barrel rollers. Oh, and up here. Be sick. Anyways. They are in elevation. They can have one barrel on the ground. Well, Juice said he had something like 8 barrels stacked on top of each other from the same trap, so I think if you have them like this, then they'll just keep piling into the area. But I don't know if they'll explode at this distance or not. Also, I don't know if the wind belt will work with the boom barrels either, and I don't think Juice had said anything about that. I think somebody asked, but Juice was like, I'm not sure, I can't tell you yet. Yeah. Did they do that for Unchained? I think in Unchained, what happened was they would explode each other. So you'd have the one roll out, and then if the other one rolled into it, it would explode the other one sitting there. So you couldn't, like, stack them. It's a bit unfortunate, but...
I landed on my hair. I return at your hour of need.
And these ceilings are a bit awkward. If you place that there, can't place another one. You can place these. Then you kind of have to like do this. And then you make like a box, and then you get yourself boxed in where you're doing this, and you have like an extra square. So the ceilings are a little bit awkward shaped, but wind fan trap. They have the got the wind belt here. Where you can blow enemies away. And if you use your right mouse button, I actually use this a lot of times when testing. I'll like set up a trap or something where orcs don't normally run. I'll pick an orc up from one side, and I'll drop him on the other side to like test something. There's 2 ways to drop enemies. If you switch to a different weapon, then the enemy will start walking as if he was never picked up, and if you right click again, then you'll like throw him against the wall. So you can pick up an enemy and like toss him into a grinder or something. But yeah, I don't think Juice has said anything about this wind trap or the wind belt being used for the boom barrel roller trap and the boom barrels themselves. I don't think he said anything about it. But well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and head off, and yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna do. Just head off. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And too cruel, these orcs. Hey, they must die. They cannot live. Oh, right. Yeah, that was an Unchained. The one that lifts them up. The air vent. I think that's what it was called. Steam vent, maybe. Yes. In this game, they have like the tornado trap that's somewhat similar. But yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, you could use that with the barrels, right? I don't remember. But they don't. I don't think they have that in this game yet, other than the tornado trap, which is probably their take on it. On the steam vent or air vent or whatever it was. But yeah, you guys, like I said, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll see. Probably next day isn't gonna be till Sunday, so look out for it on Sunday. But if it happens tomorrow, if it happens Saturday, great. Can't wait to see you guys, and I'll catch you on the flip side.